It's 7:50 in the morning on April 2nd, and we are headed out to Georgia to hike the Georgia section of the AT. This morning, there's a few thoughts racing through my head, and the first one is, for something I've always wanted to do, I'm really nervous. Not sure if it's a nervous excitement or an anxious nervous, so we'll have to see how that pans out throughout the day. Second to that, I just realized as I'm leaving my house, I don't know if I want to call it a rut or if it's more of I'm so used to doing the same thing every day. I'm so used to go to work, go to my practice, get home, go to bed, get up the next day, do the same thing over and over and over again. And I realize that I'm in such a pattern of behavior that to do something different and not to go to work today and to be doing something for leaving my dog, leaving Caroline, and all these things that are so different, how much anxiety it creates. And yet I want to be excited and I want to be happy, but yet I feel anxious and I feel nervous. And I'm a creature of habit, I suppose, where I'm used to doing the same thing all the time, and then all of a sudden to do something so different feels uncomfortable. But the whole idea here is to be uncomfortable and achieved. Even leaving the house, which is so ridiculous that just leaving the house, not going to work, getting in the car, and heading out to Georgia is uncomfortable. So goal number one met for the day, to be uncomfortable. And as far as fears are concerned, I've really been thinking about it. And to be quite honest, I think that two things that I fear the most are snakes. I hate snakes. So I'm not afraid to die of snakes. I just hate snakes. I don't know why. It's a fear I've had forever. I'm terrified of snakes. That's one. And two is my pack feels a little heavy right now, and I'm just worried about injury or worried about not being able to do the miles I need to do because my pack's too heavy. It's like 27 pounds without water, and it's a few pounds over what I wanted. So here we are, 8 o'clock in the morning. This is exactly the time I thought we'd finally pull it off, and April 2nd, and we're headed to Georgia. And hubby's getting out of the store with his drinks, and we are ready to rock and roll. It is crazy busy here.
I think it's freezing.
Taking Trail to Lodge, East Ridge Trail, because the stairs are closed due to a storm. So that's our first little detour. It's not part of the AT anyway, but kind of wanted to do the steps. But oh, that first big step with all that weight on your back, you can feel it.
Can I take a break? So day one recap. We went to the Arch, we got some waterfall views. We had lunch, Frosty Mountain. Finally made it to Springer Mountain, the southern point or the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Then another 0.2 or something, got to the shelter here at Springer Mountain and set up our tent and grabbed some food.
My thought for the day was about first mile is tough. The pack was really heavy, trying to reshuffle my pack. I did finally find a way to balance it so it didn't seem as bad. But tonight when I took the pack off and went down to have dinner, I definitely felt the pain in my shoulders, so I gotta have to figure that out to be able to continue, especially to pick up the mileage if we want to actually do all of Georgia. Part 2 was I had fun, and
Oh, it was awesome.
I had a really good time, and I love the sun. And the only thing that I was disappointed about was the idea that I won't be able to go all the way to Maine, but I'm gonna try to find the positive in the fact that we do get to do all of Georgia if we can make it, if within our time frame that we have. But I do wish we could keep going, because I know that with proper conditioning and rearranging my pack and figuring things out, that it would get easier and the pain would subside after a while. So, but we had a lot of fun today. I just got to get rid of some of this food. I think I brought way too much food. I'm good on my water, but I brought way too much food. And there's a few little extra items that are, luxury items that I really just don't need. So I'll figure that out over the next few days when I can get rid of our mail home. But had a lot of fun today. I hope that we can maybe try to push a few more miles tomorrow. We did.
Now it's time to go to sleep.
Yes.
Good night.
It's Hiker Midnight.